My Lords, coming so far down the list in your Lordship's debate, the number of speakers demonstrating the strength of feeling about the issue and mostly slanted in the direction of seeking to do more to take on big tobacco from all sides of the House, I'm going to seek to not repeat what's already been said, rather to highlight a couple of issues that I expect to pick up in committee. But first, I will answer the Noble Lord Vasey of Didcot, not currently in his place, question about what this bill is for, or rather, I will answer what the Green Party thinks it should be for. This bill should be aiming to sound the death knell of big tobacco, the merchants of death who have preyed on vulnerable people, particularly children who they've hooked for life, if shortened by their product's life, as the Noble Lord Stevens of Birmingham pointed out, at great financial and personal cost to those individuals and spectacular profits to those companies. As regulation has sought to restrict their indefensible trade, they have twisted and turned, lobbied and wrestled, dodged and shapeshifted into new and harmful forms. One of those is nicotine pouches, as the Noble Earl Howe highlighted. It was an issue brought home to me on the 9th of September 2024. I know that because I documented the site on social media at Manchester Piccadilly Station. A giant yellow booth almost blocked the entrance, surrounded by a smiley group of young people, welcoming and warm, seeking to hand out such pouches to random passers-by. Now, the company name was Velo, and a little research uncovered the fact that it is owned by British American Tobacco. Well, shame on you, British American Tobacco, for peddling at random to young people a dangerous and addictive poison. You are besmirching the good name of our country by your actions. And of course, those actions are around the world. For our focus today has been on the UK, but I want to ask the Noble Lady, the Minister, and I understand if she chooses to write to me later, what steps the government is taking to stop British-based and linked companies from continuing their immoral peddling around the world. The UK was known back in the age of the Opium Wars as a narco state. We surely don't want to be one today. I'm going to be looking into seeing whether it's possible to address this at committee. Now, the context for those figures comes from the World Health Organization, which currently estimates there are 1.25 billion adult tobacco users around the world. That's an improvement, about 1 in 5 adults worldwide consuming tobacco compared to 1 in 3 in 2000, but not on track for the global goal of a 30% reduction from the 2010 baseline. And why is it not on track? Well, let's take a clue from the dedication of this year's World No Tobacco Day, which is the 31st of May. The slogan for the day is protecting children from tobacco industry interference. Now, my final point picks up an issue powerfully raised by the Noble Lady Baroness Northover about the deceptive, deceitful behaviour of the industry, its regular indulging in health washing, greenwashing, astroturfing, all the techniques of well-funded, dodgy public relations. And on the subject I'm about to raise, they even took a shot at me. Their email to me came from comment@parliamentnews.co.uk via parliament.uk. It was signed Mariana, first name only, no company name, no other identification. And this was asking me to back an amendment to bring in a ban on plastic filters on cigarettes. Now, I'm drawing my reference to this from Action on Smoking and Health, who have done great work in this area, to highlight the fact that cigarette filters offer no health benefit. They were introduced by the tobacco industry not to protect health, but to create the illusion of a safer cigarette. They've rightly been caused the deadliest fraud in human history. Now, these filters are made from single-use plastics, and they are an environmental disaster. In the UK, they account for 2/3 of all littered items and cost councils £40 million a year to clean up. But biodegradable filters, so-called, are still toxic, still only break down under certain specific conditions, and provide a false sense that there's some kind of eco-responsibility so you don't have to worry about the problem. They give tobacco companies the chance to continue their greenwashing and their health washing. The real solution is simple: to ban all cigarette filters. I hope the government will consider bringing in such a ban.